Welcome back, girls and guys, to Entre Nos. I am Evelin, and my co-host is
Alondra.
And today we are going to take a shot of
Apple cider vinegar.
Yeah, she got here when I was about to take it, but she hadn't taken hers either.
Yeah,
so
let's take it together.
Yeah, so cheers.
Cheers. It's wakalandu. It's disgusting. I'm like, okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, say
it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oof.
Oh, this one's not bad. No sabe mal. Because Evelyn's low-key cheating, guys. She got the apple cider vinegar que tiene blueberries and...
No, it has grape and... How do you say?
Ajá, como la de
es Jamaica, ¿no?
Ajá, Jamaica.
Yeah.
Pero no sabe mal. It's actually pretty good.
Well, I bought that one because I was going to buy the regular one.
Ajá.
And I was like, let me go. So I went to go look for some prenatal vitamins.
Dude, esta no te quema. No te quema como...
El otro sí?
Girl.
Yeah. And then I saw that they had the little shot ones like ready to go.
Oh, really?
But those are like $3 each.
Oh, no.
So I was like, oh no. So then I looked up and I saw the one that I got and it was in a glass container. And I'm like, let me give it a try. It's the same thing. I was like...
But it has a little kick to it, like a little taste.
Yeah, it has the something grapes and the Jamaica. How do you say Jamaica?
Hibiscus?
Hibiscus? Así se dice?
I think so.
Well, and today, my mug, if y'all can see it, it says, abs are great, but have you tried donuts?
Great for a Monday. Great for a Monday mug.
Yeah. And yours is just
Mine
like
is just like a señora.
Grandma.
Yeah. Like señora mug. I saw in la casa de mamá, so I was like, oh, that one's kind of cute. I'll take it.
I think mine's better though.
Yeah, it is.
Just because of the same.
Funny.
Yeah, it's just funny. But with that being said, today is a morning podcast, so uy.
A ti se te hace efecto, I think, because like you're not.
I don't take the other one. Yeah, I didn't want to do that to myself either. Oh shit! I forgot to take the little timer. Hold on.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Yes. Today we're gonna be talking about honesty and lies. Those are the 2 words we're gonna discuss.
So let's start with lies, so we can end it on a good note.
Okay. What is lies to you?
To me is...
lies are to make an untrue statement with intent to deceive.
Yeah. So basically when you lie it's bad, right? I mean, it's just you're doing it with the intention to do something bad. So to me, I'm not going to say I don't lie because I do lie. I mean, I think everybody lies.
We do.
Even if it's a white lie, right? But I think it just depends. I'm like... if you confess it afterwards to who or to whatever, you know, I feel like I'll be okay.
Yeah, que tú digas like, okay, I just lied to that person. I'll come back like in 10 minutes and say the truth.
Yeah, or maybe not to that person, but I'll be like, damn, babe.
You'll go tell somebody else to make you feel better.
Yeah, Roland is my somebody else. I'll tell him. Like, I'll be like...
Tu confesor.
Yeah, I go confess to him sometimes. I'm like, damn. I did this. Am I wrong because I did this, and that?
You're like, oh, nah.
And he's like, nah, you're good. Sometimes it'll be like, yeah, that's messed up, you know. But I think most of the time, I don't think I really ever have to lie unless I'm like trying to be nice or I don't know. White lie.
Like you're not, like you're probably like, I'm not on the mood to like go back and forth, so I'm just gonna lie.
Be like, yeah, sure, fine, go for it, you know. Yeah. But even
if you don't feel like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll be like, okay, that's good. Even though you're like, that's really bad.
I think in most cases it's more like, I'm trying to think, I don't want to out myself either, you know. No quiero decir who I've,
And what, in what occasions,
I don't know, like, I'm trying to think.
Confess it.
I don't know, you?
Me? I like right now it came to my mind one of my clients that I used to have years back. Like I'm talking about like probably like unos 8 years back. So I'm just like yeah, he doesn't cut his hair with me. I think this dude probably like
had a crush on you.
No, not had a crush. But he probably like started going through it so much that I don't know, he couldn't afford expensive haircuts, right? So or like to book an appointment. Anyways, he was schizophrenic. He had schizophrenia.
What is that?
Like whenever you're psychologically not there.
Oh, okay.
Like you have out of nowhere episodes of, of like
mental breakdowns and stuff?
Not mental breakdowns. Well, yeah, but hallucinations and yeah, like stuff like that, right? So I was like kind of low-key scared of him. Like low-key scared of him. So just him and I being in the barbershop alone sometimes.
Te da miedo.
Yeah, a little bit. That if like I didn't tell him like, oh, that's good, over whatever he was doing, that he was probably gonna be like, rah, or something. That he was gonna transfer. Wait, I'm not making fun of like the people who have mental illness, right? But it's a thing. Like I was kind of scared, so he'd be like, yeah, man, I did cocaine yesterday, and I'm like, oh, that's good. And I know it's not good, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd be like, oh, okay, cool.
Agree to disagree. Was that like a case in that?
Or like, yeah, not even agree to disagree. It was just like I was agreeing with him because I was scared. I was scared that he was going to be like, what do you mean? You know, or something.
I don't think I've ever been in a situation like that where I have to agree with somebody and lie.
Because you're scared.
Because I'm scared. Yeah. I don't think so. But have you ever been in a situation where it's like when you were younger as a kid and you're in elementary, right? And all your friends say, oh, this and this is my favorite, you know?
Oh, and then you have to say it's my favorite.
And then you're like, oh, yeah, mine too. But in reality, it's not. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't think so. I don't think I ever went through that. Did you?
I think I might have, yeah. But I did hang out with, like, girls that I used to think were, like, tough.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like, una de ellas siempre se peleaba. And I was scared of one of them. You know, because she was just like very tomboyish, and ella sí me daba miedo.
In elementary?
You
used to hang out with girls like that?
No, it was, I think this was middle school.
Middle school? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Well, it was just 6th grade. Porque once I moved to Jackson, I became the bad bitch, you know, and I was the one that was like, at that point, I just realized, I think once
People were like, I want to hang out with her.
No, once I moved to Jackson, I think I realized that I didn't care.
You're a leader.
Yeah.
Not a follower.
Yeah. That's when I was like, I don't care if I don't like it, I don't like it.
Yeah. And if I'm lonely, I'm lonely.
Yeah.
If nobody wants
but
to hang
I was
out
never
with me,
by myself. And because I would always hang out with like either the cool kids or the nerds. Like I was cool with both, you know. And I feel like since I always treated like the smart kids like really nice, a lot of them would offer to do my homework.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So maybe that's...
What a blessing.
Roland always gets mad because even into high school... In high school, I would pay them. I'd be like, you can do my homework. And I'm like, I'll pay you. And a lot of them would do it, you know.
Wow.
Well, some, right? I had like my 2, 3 people.
I know you would be working hard either way.
Yeah, I was working, and then I had schoolwork, you know. But I never cared because it was mainly my essays.
That you were like, nah, I'm gonna pass on them. Like,
I'm
gonna
give them
to you.
Yeah, because like it's just like it's a waste of time, you know. And Roland never understood it. Like he was always like, you have to do your own work. That is so unattractive. And I was like, dude, I don't care. I'm not gonna sit down and write
an 11-page.
I'm not gonna sit down and write like an 11-page essay over like physical education. Like, no thanks. Like
for you, it's like I'm wasting my time.
Yeah, so that was white lies. Me paying people to do my work and turning it in like it was mine,
like it was yours,
you know. But in reality, did it affect me in any way? No. Did it affect the teachers?
Passed.
No. I passed. I graduated, you know.
Yeah.
But
it doesn't, like, it doesn't
make it okay.
Yeah, make it like not be a lie.
Yeah, because imagine if Milo came home and said, "Oh, I paid somebody to do my homework."
I'd be like, what?
You'd be like, dude, do your homework by yourself. Like, you know? Like, but
¿Y tú qué responsabilidades tienes?
But other than that, I feel like, I don't know.
Have you ever, like, has anybody ever, like, showed themselves to be this type of person at the beginning of, like, when you meet them?
Yeah.
And then you're just, like, nitpicking at them and, like, trying to figure them out. Like, okay, like, cool. And then you realize, like, bro, you're not who you presented yourself to be at the beginning.
Like, this is your true colors? Like, yeah, it's so
Rolling?
crazy. Nah, pobrecito, he changed over time.
Yeah. Okay, so you have had, like, people.
Yeah, not to name drop, but it's somebody close. I still talk to this person, right? And I think Roland will know who I'm talking about. It's a girl.
Yeah.
And I feel like when I met her, she was all like, I was like, oh shit, like I can relate to her, you know, like she's humilde, you know. Over time would, you know, pasaba el tiempo, and then I'm just like, oh, I guess she wants to be like a bougie girl.
Oh, okay,
You know,
okay.
pero cuando se presentó no era así. And then she became that.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Over
maybe she
time.
grew. Maybe she started making a little bit more money. And she's like, you know what, I can afford.
Maybe.
I can afford a little 2-3 bags.
I think maybe it was the money.
Yeah. Pero también hay gente que tiene dinero, you know? Hay gente que tiene, and they don't go out and, you know, like, see. But I don't think, I wouldn't tie down humildad with, like, a purse. You see what I'm saying?
No, me neither. But if you come and tell me, por ejemplo, oh, I only shop at Ross.
Yeah.
And you want to brag that you only shop at Ross. And then you go and, I don't know, buy yourself a $400 bag. And then I'm just like, okay.
Weren't you bragging that there's so many good things in Ross?
Yeah, like that. That's just an example, right? Or it could have been anywhere, like Payless. I mean, there's no more Payless, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever used to buy there?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, okay.
I still remember these green shoes that we got, que eran como Vans looking like. And I was like so in love with them. And my mom me los tiró. And I was like so heartbroken porque estaban todos rotos. But I really liked them.
How old were you?
I was probably like 8.
It's so crazy how they're no longer like...
I know. And never
like
popping, to be honest. Like,
I feel like it was a good store for like the low income families.
Yeah.
So I wonder where they buy their shoes now. Because I used to go there when I was little.
Fallas Paredes is not a thing anymore. Oh, Fallas Paredes didn't really have shoes, did they?
No, but I haven't seen a Fallas Paredes either.
They have it over there in Harrisburg.
No, ya no está.
Really?
Ya no está.
That was my Fallas Paredes. We would always go there.
Yeah, it's not there anymore.
Wow.
Or el único que sí ha visto es Melrose. Melrose? How would you say it?
Melrose.
Melrose? Yeah. Ese sí. I remember I used to go there to go buy my clothes to go out or something.
I know. Para vernos todas coquetas el sabadito en Frontera.
I've never been there.
You had never got... Did you go to Alafis?
No.
You didn't? They were popping.
I never went to that one either. I only went to Portal.
My dad used to go there. That's where my dad would go.
I used to go with my mom. Dude, I was in like 8th grade going to the club with my mom on a Tuesday. Yeah.
That's crazy. I think the youngest I went to the club was probably I was like 14 or 15.
Yeah, they would only let me in because my mom would you know, take me. But in my head, I'm just like, who in their right mind goes to the club
Con su hija.
at that time?
I know.
And then I have school Wednesday.
You said you were 12?
No, I was in 7th grade.
Oh,
I was in 8th grade. So I was, what, like 14?
Yeah, like 13, 14.
Yeah. Like, okay, you know?
Esos tiempos, yeah. We're becoming better parents.
Yeah.
Little
I
by
think the
little.
generations, yeah, because I would never.
Little by little, we're becoming better.
Yeah, I think maybe it'd be like, oh, you're in high school and you want to do that to yourself, then whatever, right? Because you're older. But I mean, I was middle school, 8th grade, like, you know?
I know, mirando.
And a veces no me quitaba la X so I can show up to the next day. And
you're like,
yeah, I went to a club yesterday.
Que te vieran ahí nomás.
Yeah, because that was cool, you know?
Yeah.
But
that's so funny.
But it was just Portal.
You take your selfies like this. Pa' que te miraran tu ex.
You know, that's another thing too, though. Like, selfies. I can't take them.
Me either.
Anymore. Like, antes sí, I would take selfies. Pero ahora ya no. Like, no puedo. Like, and I look back and I'm just like...
Because it's just like, for what?
Yeah. I just can't. But Esther, it's one of the guests that we had. She said that she doesn't like taking selfies either. So what she does is she just takes pictures from a distance. Like, of herself with the tripod, pero a la distancia.
Oh.
So she doesn't have
Just-
close-ups.
Also, just so that she could be like,
It's a picture. It's a selfie, pero from a distance. I'm just
pero
like,
why not close up? Porque no le ven las arruguillas.
No le gusta. She said she don't like close-ups. I think I like close-ups. Not really. I don't really like it. I think I hardly post them. If I do, you know.
It's just a señora thing.
If I do, it's a boomerang.
Yeah.
I think it's like that, a boomerang. But yeah, with lies, what's one of the biggest lies somebody told you and then you were like, what?
A lie somebody told me. I've been told a lot of lies, to be honest.
And do you know that
so
they're
like
lying?
maybe not lying, but hiding. And I'm like, bro, why would you hide that?
And do you ever think to yourself like, oh yeah, da-da-da, da-da-da, and then you're thinking, why are you lying? As they're telling you.
So let me tell you something super crazy, right? I was with a guy who was married. Yeah, can you believe? What a lie, dude.
Wait. But you didn't know?
No, dude, to like a year in. Because I didn't have Facebook. No tengo nada de eso.
Yeah.
I don't got no Facebook. I don't got none of that. So I was just like with the dude, right? Porque I was like, oh, he's so handsome, whatever. Just kidding. Only my fiance is the most handsome one.
Now.
Yeah, pues, pero yo estaba toda mensa, right? I was probably like 19. I was probably like 19 years old. And he's a Caribbean guy. So yo estaba como que like un daddy Yankee, right? So toda mensa.
Daddy Yankee's not even from there.
Yeah, he's Puerto Rican.
Oh, Puerto Rican, yeah. ¿Pero qué dijiste?
Caribbean.
Caribbean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so like a year in, I found out that he was married.
How did you find out?
Dude, I don't even remember. I think I found out. I received a message.
From the wife.
No, from the sister or the mom. Creo que era la mamá de él was the one who messaged me porque su hermano de él came over here. Su hermano sabía that he was with somebody here. And then he was with somebody over there.
Oh, from over there.
Yeah, from over there. He came here to live here.
Con la
to give
esposa,
them, to give them a better life. Yeah, so he's like, I'm going to come to the U.S. so that, it's the U.S. como quiera, right? Puerto Rico. But he's like, I'm going to come to Houston to give us a better life. And whenever I have things settled and stable, te voy a traer. And he met me through that time.
And then you were just a girlfriend.
Yeah, I was a mistress, dude, without even knowing.
Oh my God. Were you heartbroken or not? Or you were like, I don't care.
No, I was low-key heartbroken. I was low-key. It was a year. I'd been with this dude in such a sweetheart, right? Yeah. For a whole year. And then I told him and he was like, como una novela, dude. He's like, no me dejes. I was like, bro, like, this is... Like, are you all right? You're dumb? Like, you're sick, bro. Like, you're married, right?
To me, it was I was in 8th grade and my boyfriend at the time, he passed away already, so rest in peace, right? But my boyfriend at the time would cheat on me all the time, dude. All the time.
¿Y tú sabías?
Is it this? Oof.
That's the smell that
you're
smelling?
No smell, yeah. Oh. It's that. I knew that he would cheat, but I don't know why I just never cared. It's so weird. I would break up with him a lot.
Yeah.
But I would always get back with him. But I just think it was like that year is my 8th grade year was probably one of my wildest years ever. I remember like my cousin would bring bottles of water con tequila and we would just drink in the morning.
Like, and you were in 8th grade.
And he was in 7th grade. Yeah. Dude, yo te decía, and that's when I first
And you
started.
would go to school drunk?
We would show up like tipsy to school.
Wow, dude.
Dude, yeah, it was one of my...
That's crazy.
It was one of my worst years. I remember that my grandparents passed away the summer of ending 7th grade, going into 8th grade. It was June, right? Entonces, yo me acuerdo que 8th grade is the year that I first had tried like
any
drinking.
Type of liquor.
I tried weed, bars, like así. Like that's así me vivía todo el año. I think, and then having him as like a boyfriend, and I knew everybody wanted him, and they probably got him, right? Because he was like cheating on me all the time. I just never cared because I just knew he was there.
Yeah.
And if I wanted, he was there. If I would snap my fingers, he was there, you know, like that. And por eso creo que nunca me importó. Una vez sí que llegó con hickeys. I remember that day I was drunk.
In the morning. You were in the hallway.
No, I remember I had my head down on the desk and I was drunk because I remember I fucking fell off the desk. I fell. I remember que me caí because I was like, whoa. you know? And I seen him and he's like, are you all right? And I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, are you high? And I'm like, no, I'm not high. He's like, your eyes look super red. Pero era porque I had my head down and I was feeling tipsy.
Te estabas como durmiendo.
Yeah. And I remember I look at him, I'm like, dude, you have hickeys. And he's like, oh, nah, that's not what it is. And I'm like, you have hickeys. I'm like, you know? Y para acabar la girl that he was cheating on me was one of my closest friends' cousin.
Wow.
So she knew the whole time. Y nunca me dijo, right? But again, this is all middle school drama, like, whatever. But yeah, like that, like, he would cheat on me a lot. Hasta que I told she wasn't my best friend, but I remember I approached her and I'm like, dude, like, he's cheating on me. I'm like, do you know who he's cheating on me with, you know? And then he's like, and guess when she told me, like, that it was every weekend. It was an every weekend thing that he would go over to her house or her cousin's house, and he would mess around with the girl.
Wow.
And in my head, I'm just like, damn, they were young. Like, I did not have, like...
You would never mess with me like that.
Yeah. No, like, it was...
Que él tenía.
Yeah, no, I didn't. And I think he knew that I was never going to give it to him, so he would look for it somewhere else, you know? Porque I would tell him, like, I'm not going to do it with you. Like, I don't care if you tell everybody. Like, I was so big and proud to be, like, a virgin.
Yeah.
Like, it was so, like, oh, yeah, I'm a virgin.
Yeah.
And you ain't gonna get it. So, you know? But, yeah, I remember that was, like, one of the wildest things. I was just like, damn, this dude would cheat on me all the time. But I never was, like, hurt by it. Until I literally, like, broke up with him. And then I started talking to another guy that during the school year, like, towards the end. But I just always had, like, a place in my heart for that guy. No sé por qué. Maybe because he experienced a lot of the stuff
that you were going through también.
Yeah. So, like, whenever my grandparents passed away and I wanted to commit suicide, I at that point, I was suicidal.
Wow.
And he was the guy that called me to stop me. You know what I mean? It was middle school stuff, because I met him in 7th grade and we dated since 7th grade all the way till... We dated for 2 years. On and off, 2 years. But I'm like, damn, I dated him from 7th grade to 8th grade. That's 2 years, more than my middle school, half my middle school time, you know? And
your
even though it
was...
sweetheart. Yeah, even though it was on and off, like, he was still there, you know? He knew a lot of my problems. Like, every problem I had, él lo sabía, you know? So maybe that too. Like, he was I'm going to tell him my problems. I'm going to load off on him and, you know, tell him.
Nomás te gustaba tenerlo ahí.
Yeah.
Despite whatever he did.
Yeah, pero even though I knew that I was only giving him, like, my feelings, my emotions, because physically it was just a kiss. It was kissing here and there, you know? But other than that, me and him didn't go more than that, you know? And I remember, like...
He was probably with you like, no, she need me.
Yeah, but I think to him, people knew that I brought in good things for him.
Yeah.
Like, I was the good girl para él. And I knew his mom liked me, his sister liked me, and because I las conocía, you know, and people would we were that couple, you know, but the people knew that he would cheat, but we were still whatever girl he would cheat on, like, I was the one, I was the main one, like, you know. It was weird. Now that I look back and I'm just like, dang, like, I was dumb, you know? But then I'm just like, well, I never really did anything. It was just more of a title. Yeah. You know? And guys knew that I was with him, so no me molestaban. You know? Except one. His name was Joe. He didn't care about, like... And this guy, él se llamaba Raymond. And he was like...
name dropping them.
Well, he passed away already.
Yeah.
And Raymond was like a guy that nobody wanted to, like, confront, because... he would fight them and, like, he would win, you know? That's how me and him started dating.
Because you're like, he's tough.
Because he punked the guy I was with.
Oh.
Because he wanted to get with me, so he punked the guy in front of me. And I was, like, embarrassed. Like...
that he got punked, and you're like, you know what? We're switching it up.
Literally. I'm not kidding you.
We're switching it up.
I was like...
something different.
I was like... Obviously, this was the early 7th grade, and I was dating this guy. And I remember after school, Raymond was, like, always trying to get with me. And I was like, nah, I have a boyfriend, you know. And one time after school, él llegó and he hugged me. He put his hands around me like this, and my boyfriend was right next to me. And I'm like, hey, you know, and then he got his hands, so like, whatever. And he's like, what's up, you know? And I'm like, oh, nothing, you know? And then I'm just like, this is awkward. And it was so embarrassing, right? And then he approaches him, and then he starts talking to him, punking him.
That's
like,
crazy.
Like telling him stuff, like not talking mess, but like clowning on him. And I'm like, oh my God, he's being punked in front of me. Like, I cannot date a little, like, like, I cannot be that new girl.
It's crazy how you were, like, still little with that mentality, you know?
Yeah, I was like, I cannot be the new girl at Jackson in 7th grade and be dating a wuss. Like,
dude, you have such good memory.
Yeah, I do.
Porque yo no me acordaría de, like, all that, you know, like, I honestly
think it's just highlights, like, of my life that
you're like, whoa, that was an impression there.
Yeah, because I was like, I'm not gonna be the girl, you know. And I remember, like, after that, that moment, I remember Raymond was at home, and I told the guy, I'm not gonna name drop him, but if he watches, he'll know he knows it's him.
That's crazy.
I remember, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I remember telling him, like, you needed to man up to this dude. Like that is so, like,
it was a turn off for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the thing is that his brother is still in my family.
Yeah, it was a turn off. Todavía, like, he wasn't worth it. He wasn't worth you seeing past that turn off.
Yeah, I was like, nah. And
have you ever, like, been able to see past the turn off?
Like, como?
Yeah, like, to be like, that, oh, he did that, but that's rude. That was a turn off, but you're like, it's all right. Like,
yeah, with Roland.
Really?
Yeah.
Like 20 times.
Yeah, no, dude. Yeah, because I'm not a anger type of person, you know, and Roland is.
Yeah,
well,
was. You're just like, oh, you're a baby,
not
bro.
Not anymore, really. Yeah. You know, I think that's when he's changed a lot, you know, and
1 week ago,
I want to take credit for that. No, when he was in high school, girl. Not to put his business out there, right? But Elsie, like, his problems with his ex, like, they were known.
Yeah. Because
he would go and, like, punch the wall and, like, scream, or, like, they'd be yelling at each other, los dos.
On the hallways.
In the cafeteria. And me and my friends would always be, like, laughing because we're like, oh, my God. Like,
that's embarrassing.
Yeah. But he says he wants to talk about it, so I don't want to go too much into detail.
Don't shine light on that.
Yeah. And he said he wants to, like mention that, or I don't know, in a podcast or something, talk about cringe, because he says it's cringy.
Wow.
And then, like, that was a turn off, but somehow I still always found him attractive.
Yeah.
Roland, like, so I would always say, like,
so you're like, it's a turn off, but it's all right.
Yeah. I could change that. You know? Like, he ain't gonna do that to me, you know. Nah, like,
conmigo, ignore him.
Yeah, conmigo.
But just ignore him.
This is too much, right? But it got to the point that when we started dating, I would tell him, you should count to 10 before.
Como un niño. No. Como un niño, dude.
I'd be like, you should count to 10 before you react, you know? So a veces I would sit down and count with him.
He's like,
so he can cool down.
Give me your hands. Close your eyes if you need to.
Yeah.
Take a deep breath.
But I think that was probably one of the biggest.
But that's, like, low-key beautiful. Like, we're making fun of it, but that's beautiful, you know? Yeah. That's something that's really nice of you.
Yeah, to, like, help him. Because, yeah. Yeah, I think that was one of the things. Just because I feel like, to me, it's like, I don't have the energy to act out like that, you know? And if I act out, it's like, we're going to throw hands. Like, you know?
Yeah.
But to me, it's more like, let's just sit down and talk. Let's fix it, you know? Chill. And I don't know how I'm like that, porque mi mom no es así. Like, ella es bien, she doesn't know how to communicate, so she's very, like, all right, you know? But have you had a turn off that you had to overcome?
Oh, yeah. But men are worth it. Some men are worth it.
Some men?
Yeah.
Was it with your fiance?
Yeah.
What was it?
A ver, ¿cuál de todos?
Oh, my God.
Just kidding.
He's watching todo nervous, like, ¿qué va a decir?
One, how quiet he is. Yeah, like, when I need him to speak up, I'm just like, you're taking too long to think. Yeah. For me, it's like, I need, like, it doesn't even matter if, like, I just need dialogue. And, like, I'm like, are you thinking? Like, I have to ask him, what are you doing in your head? You know?
Yeah.
Like, we're sitting down and we're just like, oh, so what do you think about this, right? A situation that I don't like or I don't approve of, right? And he's just like looking at me or looking down at the table. And I'm like, did he hear me? You know? I'm just like, did he even hear me? And I'm just like, Kike, like, I asked you something. And he's like, yeah. I'm just like, what? Like, are you going to answer? Are you thinking? He's like, yeah, I'm thinking. Pero bien passive, bien like, but I'm already irritated a little bit because I'm just like, bro.
That reminds me of
did you ignore me?
That reminds me of my cousin Priscilla y Pancho.
Yeah.
Because she's loud and outspoken. And he's very quiet. Mm-hmm. And she tells me that it's just like, speak up. You need to speak up. And sometimes
we're in
just
the
like,
car
but sometimes you think you're just like in a situation where like, what if he did speak up and you're just like,
whoa,
never mind. Be quiet, like, you know.
Yeah, I just know that es que él habla suave, right? Mm-hmm. So there's times that we're in the car. El car is loud, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, me pregunta algo and I really don't listen, don't hear it. And we're still driving. We're driving and he's like, I asked you this. And I was like, what? Those are the moments that I'm just like, bro, why don't you speak louder, you know? He's probably just like, what do you want to eat? And I'm over here like, I don't hear that. What do you want to eat? Like, I don't hear that, you know? So I'm over here just looking, staring, looking forward. And he'll be like, I asked you, what do you want to eat? And I'm just like, bro, you didn't ask me that. You didn't. That's when I'm just like, why don't you speak louder? There's times that we're dialoguing and like he's telling me like really good things, right? And in between that, I'm like, babe, speak up. Yeah, porque no lo escucho a veces.
Or maybe está sorda.
Yeah, probably.
I know I am.
Yeah, because I'm just like, we're over here and I'm talking to him and he's talking back to me, telling me a whole story. But in between that, I miss out because no lo escucho. He's like talking too low.
Where's the volume?
Yeah, I'm just like, huh?
But let's take a quick break and we'll come back and talk to you about some truth.
Some honesty.
Some honesty. Yeah, there you go. And we are back to talk about some honesty. Honesty is la verdad.
Yeah, it's just being straight up.
Do you feel
even like no
percentage?
sugarcoating? Like, I don't like sugarcoating. Like, that's not the truth. If you sugarcoat, you're not telling me the truth.
I don't think I sugarcoat.
Yeah.
I don't think Roland and I sugarcoat, and I think that's why people have kept their distance from us, or they don't tell us their problems.
Yeah.
Porque we're just like too straight up.
Yeah.
You know, it's more with immediate family. You know,
but it's good though. But it's good because you're like, this is how we are, and we're not gonna pretend to be somebody we're not.
Yeah,
just to keep you around.
But sometimes I do feel bad, and I'm just like, I tell him, let's say his brothers, and he wants to tell them because they're his brothers, you know. And I'm just like, don't tell them, like if they're not asking, just don't tell them or don't give your opinion because it's just, if you give it, they're probably like, we didn't ask you, or you know, like I see, or same thing with me, like me and his mom, like. She'll tell me something, and sometimes antes se le daba mi opinion too much. Like, I would tell her what I'm thinking, and I know that I would come off very, like, strong.
Yeah, like, como así como su mamá de él. Like, I feel like you have to learn how to love her. Instead of saying, like, hey, this is how I am. If you don't like it, then I don't even have to work towards building a relationship with you. You know what I mean? Pero como con la mamá de Roland, it's like, no, I'm, like, we're actually gonna have to be together for the rest of our lives. Like,
yeah.
So, it's better, like, for you to try to make the relationship work. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, so I feel like now I do just give my opinion when I know it's like not gonna come off like as harsh. Or now with her specifically, I don't try to, and I let Roland take over. Because I know he's gonna
be like, ama es así.
Yeah, and it's coming from his son and not me. So if anything, it'll go towards him.
And I feel like you and him, y'all think alike.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, I think we have the mentality is the same. I feel like, I know Roland's very quiet when, you know, he's like out and about, like with people, but he does have like a big heart. I feel like that's why, like, the things that I didn't like, which were like the anger stuff, me knowing that he has
it outweighed it.
Yeah, big
The
time.
good
in
him. Yeah.
Porque he does have like a really big heart. He used to care. He cares a lot for others. And it was to the point, girl, que íbamos al cine and he wouldn't be able to sit down and watch a movie unless he knew everybody was like good.
Really?
Yeah, like we used to go with
like
his brothers,
family,
his brothers and my siblings.
Oh,
So he used to buy all the tickets, you know. We used to go together. So mind you, it was me, him, his 2 brothers, my 2 siblings. Yeah, 6 of us.
Más chiquitos.
Yeah, we were all younger. And so he wouldn't be able to sit down and watch the movie unless everybody was good. Like they had their seats. Sometimes we had to sit separated porque antes no era assigned seats. You just pull up wherever you sit. That's where you sit. And I remember he used to like sit them down and then we would sit down and then he was able to enjoy the movie. But it would stress him out, you know, because sometimes it's like, I want to get them good seats, but I also want a good seat, you know? Because they're not going to care as much of like, de la película.
Porque están ya chiquitos.
And he is, you know? So, but like that, I feel...
Is he like the most truthful person you know? Or who's the most truthful person you know?
Roland.
Yeah.
To me. With me, he's the most truthful person. Sometimes I'll go hit the gym and I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm feeling my butt a little, like, you know? And he's like, it's the same. But it's just, he keeps me realistic, you know? Like, it's just, he's not going to tell me something that is going to hurt me.
He's like, it looks good. It's still the same.
Yeah. And then, but sometimes, like, I'll be like, damn, my legs feel very firm, you know? And then he'll be like, yeah, they do. Like, but it's like, you know, when you work out that week and it's just like.
Yeah, I think my fiance, cuando le digo, I feel like I'm losing weight, he won't be like, no, you're not. He just stays quiet.
I mean, ya por si es callado.
Yeah, he's just like, that's good, you know? But he won't be like, yeah,
that's a white lie.
Yeah.
On his end.
He's just like, but I don't know if he thinks I am or I'm not.
No, yeah. No, but I think he is the most honest person.
Yeah, do you think that he'll be honest even if it means incriminating himself?
Now.
No.
Not back then. I think it took a lot.
Yeah.
I think it took a lot for us to get to the relationship, to the point in our relationship where he can be honest, you know? But I feel because we've matured a lot, you know? We talk about it too.
You'd be able to be like, okay, like no vas a estar toda histérica.
Yeah, or it's more of like understanding and communicating it. I'd rather like me and him have like an agreement where it's like
how he said that he was going through like he didn't want to do nothing.
His funk.
That he was on a funk, right? And you're like, okay, that's fine, right? That's beautiful. That's something like really nice. Instead of you like saying like, nah, bro, like what do you mean? Like
we're gonna miss 2 weeks of the episodes. Yeah. Like no, yeah. I'm not gonna lie though, like at some point I was like, damn, like he needs to snap. Yeah. You know, he needs to get out of that funk. And I did tell him, like, I'm not saying because of me that happened, right? But I was like, dude, like we preach, you know, getting out of the funks and like snapping back and getting it done. And then I'm like, so you gotta get it done, like, you know. And but I know that I didn't even need to tell him that because he knows that he carries a lot on himself, you know, like the podcast like this, he's gonna edit it, you know, he does this and much more, so it's already a lot, you know. Pero if he wanted to help, he could tell me, you know, no estar taking everything upon himself, right? So, but who's the most truthful person you know?
My fiance.
Yeah.
He'll lie even if like he won't lie. I mean, I said he'll lie, like he will tell me the truth even if I'm gonna be upset, even if like. And to me, I'm like, dang, bro, how did you just, like, tell me that? You know, how did, not, but like, almost, like, honoring him for that. You know, like, I'm just like, that's crazy. Like, that you would, like, tell me that? Like, I was like, dang, I need to be better because I think I'd lie. I think I would lie and be like, nah. Like, como por decir, what was one time that he told me the truth and I was like, dang. You actually said the truth about that. I can't remember.
And do you feel
like always a lot of little things that I'm just like, so did you do this? And he'll be like, he could say, yeah, I'm not watching, right? He could say, yeah, I did do it. Because I'm not watching, I'm not there. But he'll be like, no, I didn't. And I'm just like, dang, I would have just said, yeah.
A white lie.
Yeah, I was like, just like very, to me, that inspires me to be like him, you know, to just be like, no, you know, you're right. I didn't do that.
Well, you see, with Roland, he is the most truthful person I know.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes down to being serious, right? But he also lies a lot.
Yeah.
He's a pathological liar.
Yeah. He has a lot of little, like, ¿te comiste eso? No, but he did.
Yeah.
Right?
Literally
Yeah.
like that. Literally like that. Literally.
Or you're like, bro, did you fart in the morning? No, and he did.
Yeah. Or like he'll go and be like, man, I was talking to so-and-so and this happened. And I'm just like, damn, for real? He's like, nah, I'm just joking. I'm just like, wow. Like,
Is it like you're just playing it on your mind that you want that to happen and that's what you came to tell me to see my impression?
And sometimes I'm just like, why would you make up that story in your mind? Like, come on,
You
dude.
got all this. You got a lot of time on your hands.
Like, I get it, you're creative, but
Yeah.
damn, take a break, you know.
Yeah.
Ponle pausa.
Ponle pausa to creativity.
No, but
His
you know,
imagination.
being like on the real though, like, I feel, because you know how you said, if he can be truthful where he can incriminate himself, like, I think so. Like, I mean, I hope that's the case,
Yeah.
right? And if you're watching, babe, I hope that's the case. Like, you know, because I feel we both have became more mature where communication is key in our relationship,
Right.
you know. So now it's like, we even talked about it. Like, I tell him, I'm like, if you don't love me anymore, or if you don't find me attractive, tell me.
Yeah.
Because either I can do something to make it where
Work?
you
Yeah.
could,
Uh-huh.
or maybe I might be feeling the same way, and
So
that's
I see.
why you're losing the interest. You know, the
Yeah.
distance might be there. You know,
Oh, I'm scared.
and then I tell him, I was like, I'd rather you tell me honestly,
Mm-hmm.
and same with me. I'm like, I would tell you. Because we should be mature enough. We're older already. Like,
Yes.
there's no need to go behind each other's back to doing stuff that's gonna hurt us in the long
Right.
run. And now we have Milo, so it's like everything comes down to him. You know, it's just like, if we're gonna separate, we gotta be on good terms for him.
Right.
I'm like, but I tell him, I'm like, but if you go and like fuck around behind my back, then I'm taking you to court, and it's gonna be like, you're gonna find out. You
Yeah.
know, like, it's gonna not be good. And he's like, well, same for you. And I'm like, yeah, same for me. Like, it applies to both of us. Like, if I go behind your back, then yeah, that means I didn't respect not only you, but didn't
marriage.
respect Milo,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like, as his mom, like, and then as your wife, you know. And then he's like, yeah, so I think that's like our agreement. Like, if we don't feel something for each other, you know, it's better just to communicate with each other. Because I'd rather him tell me like that. Yes, it's going to hurt me, but at least he's being a man and telling me, you know.
Right.
But I doubt it, you know. I feel like our love is pretty strong, like, and I feel like we do things to keep it there.
Keep it there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the attractiveness.
Spend time together, solos.
Yeah. So, and we have things like our own things that we do together. Like, people don't know like a whole side of Roland, girl. Like, like, a veces I'm sitting down and he starts like acting like a stripper and dancing on me. Like, I'm just like, dude, I think people think probably that I'm more like
The
out
crazy
there,
one.
you know, but it's really him. Like, con él me da tanta pena. Like, we're gonna be 13 years together this year. 13.
And he be doing things that embarrasses you.
Yeah, like, it's just me and him.
The
and-
chivea.
Yeah, and I'm just like, dude, stop. Like,
Yeah.
you know? Or there was a show, I think, and then like yesterday, I was gonna start dancing, and then I saw that he was right there, so I just stopped. Porque me dio
The
pena.
chiveas.
I was like, and he's like, and then he said, keep dancing, babe. And I'm like, no, you're right there. And he's like, you don't have to be shy. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm just shy. Porque if he wasn't there, I would have been dancing by myself or with Milo, right? Because Milo, I don't care. Like, he'll just like start dancing
Yeah.
too. But yeah, I was like embarrassed.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
and it's 13 years,
Yeah.
you know?
But that's good though, because that keeps the relationship fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
maybe when you're like 50, you're like, yeah, you can see me dance. I broke from
Maybe.
that already.
after what, a lot of years.
Yeah. That's so sweet.
But you were saying you were nervous
That I was nervous about what?
because you're like, oh, I'm scared.
Oh
or
yeah,
something.
I'm scared. Like this is like, oh, like if you don't feel attracted to me anymore, if you don't love me anymore, you can just tell me. I'm just like, imagine that for me.
No, yeah, dude.
that's crazy, but it's
imagine-
reality.
Yeah, it is.
Low key, it is
like
reality.
I feel
I went through a season, and not long ago, where I was like, I'm not gonna get married. Like that, like se me metió en la cabeza that like we're not gonna be together, and I don't know why. Like I wasn't even like and I was already engaged. Yeah, and like we were engaged.
Wait, you just got engaged in December?
Yeah, I know. So that's what I'm saying.
So was it like in January?
Yeah, like probably like
right after,
like mid-January, up until probably like yesterday. I just kidding. No, like mid-January till like early March. Yeah, or like late February.
I'm gonna say we are early March.
Yeah, it is. No, it's mid March or like late February. Like mid February to like late February, como un mes y medio. Where I would tell him, and I would start crying, and I'm just like, bro, I don't think like we're gonna be together. Like, no sé. It was like something scary. But I'm such a like person that I like to have things under control, right? So cuando pasó lo de mi carro, I was just like, you're learning how to not always have control, right? Right now, my fiance was a little bit late to bringing me his car, right, to my house. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, it's okay. It's fine. It's cool, you know? Because it's like, I'm learning how to not have everything under my control. Y lo mismo con like, my mind, not having it under control of like, it was just a feeling. It was just a thought that it was just like.
Were you able to get the date? Or when was that?
No,
your appointment?
We have tomorrow. We're going to go to.
Oh, it's tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow. En la tarde a las 7. So yeah, but it was just like this feeling that I was like, no, but communication helped a lot. I was like, this is when I need you to reassure me that I'm gonna be your wife, right?
Yeah.
And he did such a good job. There was I think one night that he kept repeating it, like, you're gonna be my wife, I love you, you're gonna be my wife,
reassurance. Put it on the notes real quick.
Yeah, like
that's a good one.
And I'm not a person that I need that, because I'm just like, bro, I got it, like, it's cool, you don't need to reassure me, I believe you. But I started becoming so needy towards him. Like, I was like, no, bro. Like, I don't know why, but I feel like I need you.
That happens. Like, without honesty, like, I feel like you want to think that you don't rely on somebody, you know? Yeah. But being, like, super honest here, like, I feel like literally Roland is, like, my guy. Like, you know? Like, I don't know. It's so weird. I could never be the wife where he's working out of town.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't. And props to the moms and the wives that are, you know? Porque para mí it's like, I need to see you on a daily basis. Like, I always...
The need of having him around.
Yeah. I always... sometimes it's like, you're not happy, I'm home. And I'm like, yeah, I'm happy you're home. I'm not going to go and, like, make out with you, you know? But I'm happy. Pero siento que, like, you know how antes I used to think that, like, I don't know, my tia would be like, oh, he's going out of town, you know? Yeah. That my tia was going out of town. So she would, like, it was a break for her, you know? And to me, it's just like,
it's a break when I see you.
It's like, nah, I want to see you. I want you to come home. Like, I don't want you to go out of town. Like, you know?
Because that's love.
Yeah. I mean, everybody loves different ways, you know? But being that we have a few minutes left, what's the most honest truth you've given to somebody?
I think to my fiance. Yeah.
What was it?
I told him there's a lot of...
Well, the marriage one, the not getting married was a big one too.
Yeah, that I told him, like, I just feel like we're not going to get married. Okay, so yeah, that was one. But early on, when we started, I was dropping a lot of truths that I was like, hey, this, and it could have been like, it was just for me, like, I need this as a woman for it to work out. Right?
Ay, tú bien grande.
As a woman, you know what I'm saying? I need this for it to work out.
She's a woman at 19.
No, I wasn't 19 when we met. I was like 22 or 23. 22? I was 23.
23?
Yeah, I was 23 because I just turned 24. Yeah, when we met, I was 23.
And when I met Roland, I was 15.
Yeah, I was really little. So at 23, I already knew what I wanted, you know? So,
you're a woman.
Yeah, so I was telling him, this one's funny, but he came in clutch because he came in clutch with this one because I told him, I was like, dude, I don't find you funny, and I don't think you find me funny either. Yeah, I was like, I don't think you're funny, and I don't think you find me funny either. So I was like, and I don't think it's gonna work out because of that, just because of that. And I was like, and I don't mean to be mean to you, right? And you're like, why would you say that?
I'm like, no, the fact that you said you're not funny, but you don't find me funny either.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I was like, damn.
I was like, you're not funny, and I don't think you find me funny as a person either. And I was like, dude, in reality, like 80% of my life is laughter. Like I'm just laughing, having a good time, right? And then like the other 20 is like I'm serious, and I'm like I'm having a heart-to-heart conversation with the people around me. And so I was like, I don't want to have a relationship where I'm acting like a goofball and you're just looking at me and you're not enjoying it with me, you know?
Yeah.
And so he was like devastated because of that. He was just like, I understand. And we were in a church. We were in a church when I told him. Yeah. We went to the Santissimo, right? And when I got out, I told him. Because I was like, I gotta talk to you. So siempre se ponía todo nervioso when I was like, I gotta talk to you.
Pobrecito, you sound like a tóxica.
No, I'm just so honest. So yeah, I told him, I was like, I don't think it's gonna work out because you're not funny, and I don't think you think I'm funny either. And he just looked at me like, oh, I understand.
Aww.
Yeah. And so I didn't tell him like I don't want to talk to you anymore. I was just letting him know that this is a reason. This is a big thing for me. So he really thought that we were done. We were not even boyfriend and girlfriend. We were just in talking terms. So that night, right? Porque lo noté bien agüitado, and I was like, dude, it's like he was just getting to know me almost. The me, like he was getting to know me. So I was like, le dije, I'll meet you up tonight. Because I wanted to talk to him todavía un poquito más. And I told him, I was like, dude, like, I don't want you to think that, oh, this is done. I'm giving you an opportunity to kind of like, change things around here a little bit. Like, maybe now spike up like a little joke here and there. Probably that'd be good. That'd be nice, right? I'm giving you a chance. I'm letting you know what I need. I really like you as a person. Yeah, so that day he was like either she's serious or she's not. So she asked me to be his girlfriend that night. Yeah, he's like either it's here or never. So that night he's like, okay, do you want to be my girlfriend? Yeah.
And you said yeah?
Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm taking the chance. Yeah.
Is he funny or no?
Dude, he's hilarious. Like, he's like the funniest man ever. That's why I was like, that's crazy. Where was this at the beginning? He's like hilarious. Everything.
Maybe he needed to spark that like fear that he might have lost you. That he was like, nah, I'm gonna get her.
But even him, he's like, I didn't know I was this funny. Like, he's like, I didn't know like I could joke around like this.
Or maybe you just find him, the love you have and the attractiveness makes him funnier.
Yeah, probably.
And then you laughing at his jokes makes him think like, all right, I'm funny.
And he'll be saying, he's like, I made you laugh. Did I make you laugh? And I'm like, bro, shut up.
Yeah, I think Roland, he's funny too. He has his moments. Sometimes it's just like, nah, dude, sit down. Like, you're not that funny. But he can't be funny though. I think I'm funny too though. Like, a veces, like when I first met him, I did tell him like, oh yeah, my family says que like I'm like the funniest, or I'm the loca de la familia with my other cousin Erica. And but I feel like once he says, I never see it on you, but I feel like I just can't let loose with him. Like, it's so weird. We've been together again 13 years, about to be 13 years.
You can't just be crazy around him.
And I just can't.
He probably just mellows you.
I think so.
You need somebody to bring you up there so that you can get like that.
Yeah, but he gets like that. And I just can't get like that with him. Like, I just can't. I'm just like, no, I'm not going to do that. But if it was Erica, yeah, I'll do it with you. Like, Yeah. But I feel like she became a mom, so she's calmed down a lot, And same with me. I feel like once I became a mom, I'm just like, I'm more laid back. I'm more chill. Like, my energy is not up there anymore. Like...
Yeah, that's what I think is going to happen to me. I still have my energy really high, but I think I'm going to, like, chill down.
Yeah. Do you think I want to have a baby after?
Yeah.
Like, after y'all get married, or you're going to wait?
Yeah, probably. I don't know, to be honest. What's the biggest truth you have to say?
For me, I think the biggest truth... Let me restart it for 2 more minutes, because I'll be able to start the cameras. Telling my mom that she didn't have to have me. I know it sounds messed up.
You're just like,
guys, my relationship with my mom is like so rocky. Now it's better. It's better. I thank God, because I've prayed for it a lot. Like a lot, right? But it used to be so bad. So bad. Like so bad. I remember one time I wanted to go with my dad somewhere, and she's like, no, because you have to wash the dishes. And I'm just like, I could do them when I come back. And she's like, no, you should have done them before. And I remember, I forgot where it was that I really wanted to go. And she just wouldn't let me go porque she just didn't want to let me go. Like, you know, and I'm just like, it was just so dumb to me at the time, right? That she didn't want to let me go over dishes when she knew I would have done them when I came back. And then she's like, eres bien irresponsable. Like, she started attacking me, like telling me stuff. And I'm just like, man, you know what? Like, if you think all of this about me, why did you have me?
No.
You know, like, nobody told you to get pregnant and have me. And multiple times she had already told me, like, oh, she wasn't gonna have me and da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, you should have just never had me then, you know? That was like the most truthful thing to me. Like, as a kid, you know, I was younger, that I'm never gonna forget that I tell her that. Because I'm just like, damn, why? I'm like, with my mom, I've told her some like raw stuff, you know, but me telling her like, why did you have me then? To me, that was like, damn, if Milo ever told me that, I'd be hurt.
She probably was.
But again, it's just like, you as a parent now, you build the seed in your kid, you know, and the way you bring them up is how they're going to treat you in return. Like, Roland's parents, dude, like the way they raise the boys is amazing.
Dude, I was like, wow, whenever he said that la mamá cantaba en la mañana to wake him up.
Yeah, like the way
Canta
his
alabanzas, I'm like, oh my god, so beautiful.
Yeah, like the way she raised her and Roland's dad, like raised
them. Cállate ya.
Yeah, or like, ya levántense, like, yeah, you know. It's like, how many minutes is that? 24. Yeah, like the way they do it, it's just like, wow. Like the way they did it, 3 boys, they're all gentlemen. Like, it does like, I always tell them like, man, y'all did an amazing job.
Yeah.
You know, and they're doing an even better job as grandparents, you know. And so when I met Roland, to me it was like, what? This is how a family is supposed to be. Like, I was so shook, you know. But yeah, that was my biggest, like, with my mom. I honestly, like, deeper in the episodes, like, we're probably going to get into more even crazier stories, you know?
This is good for right now.
Yeah, but this is just how much I'm going to let y'all, like, know a little side of me, you know? But, yeah, I think that was... I don't think we focused too much on the lies and the truth, or did we?
We just kind of shared a little bit.
Yeah, because I mean, it's not like y'all don't know, guys.
What that is,
Yeah, like, we do want to focus on our podcast to, like, encourage y'all to...
Como por decir ahorita, right? We're talking about being truthful. And we know there's a lot of people out there who are truthful.
Yeah.
But we know despite you being a truthful person, you still have work to do because we still have white lies that creep up, right? And that doesn't mean that we shouldn't let that go unnoticed.
Yeah.
That despite that we're very truthful people and that, I'm going to say the truth, that still white lies will creep up. Right? And then you still have a battle to fight.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anybody in the world that doesn't lie. Honestly.
I kind of feel like maybe there might be like 2.
Nah.
2 people that are like que quieren ser santas, you know? Gente que quiere ser
so.
santas.
I feel like everybody in the world lies. At least once. Like,
once
cheating,
a month. Yeah.
I think everybody...
Has cheated before? I've never.
I think like I feel like...
Oh wait, I had.
Added to the topic. We can talk about that.
Yeah.
And the next one. Stay tuned for the next episode. It's gonna be a good one.
You mean cheated as in like relationship?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We can talk about cheating and reassurance.
Okay.
But with that being said, guys, and girls, I say guys like in general, as in like I mean guys and girls.
Yeah.
It was a good episode.
It was a good episode.
We took our shot. I was going to say on Monday.
Next time I'll bring my apple cider vinegar so you can try it.
Hard pass. Le vas a traumar.
Okay, finish yours and then you take a shot.
Okay, I'll finish that one and then. But we appreciate y'all watching and stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and
send your stories.
Send your stories. Oh, we didn't even say today's story.
Yeah.
We'll say it for the next one.
Yeah, we'll say it for the next one.
See? That's a lie.
What?
We didn't have a story.
We didn't have one.
Yeah, so we would say that we'll say it on the next one, right?
Yes.
Okay. I thought I meant it like we had one and we didn't say it.
Didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I'm lying. No, but we'll share a story on the next episode. But again, just don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow. Follow us on Instagram and stay tuned for the next episode.
Until next time.
Peace.